Have you ever done something you have regretted that still haunts you years later? Or has something happened to you that hurt you emotionally and is influencing your thoughts and decisions in the present? Have you ever wished that you could just go back in time and change something? Make things turn out differently than they did? I'm Scarlett Grace from unseenseraph.com, and today I'm going to share with you a technique that will allow you to do just that. Hey superheroes! Today I'm going to talk to you about one of Neville Goddard's techniques called revision. This is one of my favorite techniques because it is extremely effective and there are multiple ways you can use it. Today I'm going to show you how to use it to change something from your past that still haunts you. In future videos I'm going to show you other ways you can use the revision technique. So if you haven't already subscribed, then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified when those videos go live. Alright, so what is the revision technique? This technique comes from Neville Goddard. If you haven't heard of Neville before, he was a dancer and actor who gave lectures for decades during the first half of the 20th century up until the early 70s, teaching people how to manifest their desires and create the life they wanted. Neville considered revision his most important technique. In fact, he said that if people were to forget everything he taught and only keep the revision technique, this technique alone would transform their lives massively. What this technique does is it actually allows you to rewrite your past to make it as you would have wanted it to be. We all have things that we carry from our past that still determine our thoughts, beliefs and actions many years later. We often go through the same patterns in life again and again, mirroring something that happened a very long time ago. But what if we could go back and change the story? What if we could rewrite that original event that started it all? Or rewrite all events in our life that follow a specific pattern, so we can be free from that pattern? Let's say, for example, that when you were in high school, you were dancing in public with your friends one night and someone made fun of you for the way you danced. Let's say you were so embarrassed that you haven't danced in public since. You can go back now and change that event. And by changing that event, you also install a new belief about yourself and a new image of yourself that you project out to the world. So let's talk about how to actually use revision. First of all, you need to identify an event from the past that you want to change. After you identify the event, you need to put yourself in a state akin to sleep. You can do this by laying down in bed and doing revision before sleep, or you can do it by relaxing with your eyes closed at any point within the day, or you can meditate first to calm your mind and then use the revision technique. So basically, sit or lie down comfortably, close your eyes and take a few deep, relaxing breaths. After you've relaxed your body and you are in this relaxed meditative state, what you need to do is replay the event in your mind, changing the parts you would like to have happen differently. You also need to experience this from a first-person perspective. What I mean by that is, it shouldn't be like you watching a movie of the events happening. You should actually experience the scene from your own body, looking out of your own eyes. So in the example above, you imagine that you're back in that club dancing with your friends. You aren't looking at your own body from afar like in a movie. You're actually living through the event and looking out of your own eyes. So you replay the event, but instead of that person making fun of you, they come up to you and ask you to dance and tell you that you're a really great dancer, or whatever else you would have liked to have happened that night. Once you've lived through the revised version of the event once, play it a few more times in your mind until it feels solid and real to you. The goal is to make the revised version feel real and vivid, like a real memory. This may work the first time, or you may need to replay the scene in your mind a few times a day, every day for a few days or a week, if you're trying to revise a particularly strong or painful memory that you've carried for a while. If the original event pops up in your mind at any point during the day, just remind yourself that this isn't what happened. Remind yourself what happened, which is the revised version of the event. The revision technique changes your thoughts and beliefs about yourself and your life, allowing you to make different choices and to be a different person. Free yourself from negative emotions connected to your memories. What the revision method does is it actually replaces your past with an alternate past that is your preferred version of events. Neville taught that creation is finished and complete. We do not actually ever create anything. What we do is choose the version of events we prefer. You do that already when you use techniques to manifest something in your future. There are countless probable futures, and by using visualization, scripting, and other manifestation techniques, you choose a probable future that contains the things you desire and navigate towards it until it becomes your present. By using the revision technique, you do the same thing with your past. You choose a probable past where things turned out the way you wanted them to, and you replace the original version of your past with this new, better, probable past. This replacement then makes specific probable futures more easily accessible to you than they were before, and these probable futures are ones that contain the things that you now desire. So by using the revision technique, you not only free yourself from the emotional burdens of your past, but you also make it easier to navigate towards a future where you have all the things you desire. If you use the revision technique, don't be surprised if people start acting differently or treating you differently all of a sudden. For example, don't be surprised if that person that made fun of you in high school suddenly praises your dancing abilities. This kind of thing happens a lot with revision, and it is things like that that are proof that this method actually has an effect on the world around you. Alright, that's it for today. Stay tuned for another video next week. If you like this video, then click the subscribe button and the bell icon and comment, like and share.